Hi, my name is Megan Vigil, licensed esthetician and makeup artist for Ageless Derma. Today I'm going to be talking about how to achieve a natural makeup look for the office in just 15 minutes with tips and tricks that are totally safe for work. So let's get started. So basically you just clean the skin off with a toner or a micellar water. Just kind of take off the skincare from last night so we can prep the skin for the day. I always do a serum first and foremost. And you can just take a serum really quickly and press it into the skin, and it's going to dive deep into the skin to deliver all of the nutrients and some hydration. A really great product is the Baked Mineral Makeup Foundation from Ageless Derma, because it's going to give us the coverage that we need without looking like a makeup. It's just going to even out our skin tone quickly, and all I'm doing is just going into the makeup and pressing it onto the face. I'm not even really spending too much time buffing it out. Because it's a mineral powder, I don't really have to do that as much because it's a very light formula that packs a punch. And wherever I have to go in and add some extra coverage, I can do that. I'll take a concealer brush and I'll just start kind of filtering right on top of, any skin pigmentation, any blemishes. After the foundation, that's when I do my eye cream actually. I don't do my eye cream when I'm doing the rest of my skincare. I wanna save it for right before I put my concealer. I wanna save it because I'm putting my concealer over super hydrated and plumped skin. So it's less likely to sink into the creases. Now I'm gonna take a cream concealer and I'm gonna start in the deepest points and where the most pigmentation is. And I want to bring forth that eye. I'm doing it with a brush, but when you're doing it on yourself, you could really just get in there with your fingers and press. Sometimes I watch people put their concealer on and they're wiping with their life, like their life depends on it. And this area is really sensitive and you want to keep all of your movements really small and you want to spread the makeup in a sheer way so it doesn't look cakey, so it doesn't look like makeup. And I bring it all the way out onto the cheekbones. Now I just like to pack in a little bit of an HD setting powder into my brush. I pack it upside down so the makeup goes in, and I make sure that there's no creases and I press. Now we're gonna move on to blush. You want to kind of mimic the natural tones of the skin while enhancing the look of our face. So after the iris, above the nose, I just start to press to kind of mimic where the blood would naturally come under. Same on the forehead. Here I want to be a little less. I don't want her to look sunburned, and a little on the chin, just to kind of tie everything together. So I'm taking the blush that we use, and I'm going to be using it just as the eyeshadow. And I'm going to sweep across the lash line and onto the orbital bone. Then we can move in to some eyeliner, close the eyes. And I like to use a brown because it looks more natural. We don't see it as much. We just see the effect of the color and not so much the color, whereas black, you really see it and it can wash us out. The contrast can look harsh, especially for a day at the office. And now we move on to some mascara. Mascara is a pretty important powerhouse as far as getting a quick makeup look, but effective, making us look awake. Why I apply to the top is because it opens the eye, and when I put it on the bottom, then we can it lowers the eye, and we just want everything to look tight and lifted. Next, we're gonna move into the eyebrows. When you pick an eyebrow color, you wanna complement the tones in the hair. So for our lovely model here, we don't see a lot of brassy reds. We see some good ash tones. We see some golden. And so now we're gonna mimic that. We're gonna focus more on the ash tones. And when I apply, it's like I'm sketching. I'm not drawing, I'm sketching, and now I'm diffusing the color. I'm not combing this down. I'm literally just trying to move that color around a little bit. But I really focus on the areas that need the coverage most first, and then kind of diffuse the rest of that color into the rest of the brow that has more hair, that doesn't necessarily need as much coverage. Now we're gonna focus on the lips. We wanna keep the lips looking very simple, but just a little pop of color. Kind of your tone, but a little bit elevated. So now I'm just gonna take a lip color that's still within her color family, and I'm gonna throw it on. And because it's so close to her natural lip tone, she can put it on with a little more confidence, as opposed to if she was using a red color and she'd have to be more precise. So you can be a lot faster. Now I'm just gonna take an HD setting powder and press along the center of the face. The parts of the face that have the most oil usually, and where the light hits it the hardest. But I'm not gonna take that shine off from here. I wanna keep that dewy skin finish out on the edges so that it looks nice and healthy. I'm gonna take a makeup setting spray, a fixing spray, and just kind of take the edge off of any powders without adding too much shine. Sometimes when we wake up in the morning, our main priorities are spending time with our families, getting a good breakfast, going on a run, or sleeping in. It's not necessarily wanting to spend time doing our makeup, but we want to make it look like we spent time on our makeup. So take these tips and tricks, and 15-minute makeups are yours. If you want to check out the products that we use in this video, look at the link below. And if you want to see more videos, go to agelessderma.com.